Well, Villanova College, they played at Suncorp Stadium against St. Lawrence's on Sunday. They take the field, and waiting for them is St. Thomas More College. And they will kick off from right to left. Luke Oxford joins me once again in this. Well, we saw some razzle-dazzle footy in the first couple of games here today. I don't think this is going to be any different. The boys from Villa, their first year in Confray.
Yeah,
great to see them.
Mate, their first time in the Confraternity Shield, and they're coached by former Queensland great Dave Shillington, so it'll be interesting to see how these young men go. They had a pretty good year in their first 15 rugby season. You know, they finished around mid-table, big improvement. And now they're their first crack at rugby league.
And it's a big adjustment, isn't it? But anyway,
well, as I said to you yesterday, mate, it's very hard coming straight into the competition. You know, off a rugby season, it's like an Origin-style camp where you only got short prep, short lead-in time, and then you're playing good quality teams like here, St. Thomas More.
We're just waiting for the start here. Just want to ask you, as we're about to get on, we've got a player on the field here. We've got the Medicab down in the corner here, taking a player off the field. So we have to just wait here on field number 1 for the Medicab to remove the player from the previous game. But we believe from Assumption College. Just wait for the cart to go off the park. Now we're ready to go. So well spotted here by the NRL rep at the sideline here to stop that game, because he was kicking to that corner.
Yeah, 100%. And he was about to unleash
Dylan Tate. Here we go. Strap yourselves in, folks. The new boys on the block are on field number 1 from Villanova College, so they'll be nervous. Well, they should have got all their nerves out after playing at Suncorp, surely.
Yeah, good solid carry there from Sullivan.
We're all about getting to the first set of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, all offside. The referee's made his intentions clear. Stay onside or I'll ping you. So a relieving penalty for Villa. That wasn't deep in the tackle camp, but still. Thomas More got to wait a little bit longer before they get their first crack if it goes out, and it does just. Well, I was going to say, how much does Confro take that into the skills of play third term rugby league? It's certainly got to be big plus.
It's a big plus because they play what, 8 games in over 5 days, and so the quality of the rugby league competition in the AIC has improved dramatically because of confraternity.
So it takes obviously an advantage to the players in clubs skills in confraternity playing against league sides in the third term that aren't in Confro, have come off 2 weeks holiday and a season of union, so can be an advantage if you can get this Confro. So quick hands out the back.
What a
Here
shot.
they go, Villanova. Cover the fence, cuts him down.
I probably got too keen there. I thought it was going to be a great try in the corner.
Well, he had to hang on to the footy because he's running out of park. It's in the hands of the back rower, and Jackson Connor tries to reach out and scores a try. Back to gadget, Jackson Connor, I think.
Yeah, excellent work there, and it all started from that midfield carry. They went to the left edge. They got in behind St. Thomas More. They shifted back to the midfield. Let's have a look at this here. So Jackson Connor, what I really liked about this carry, he just kept working, kept pumping his legs, and he spun around and then he just reached for that try line, and he's got a try, and it's a really good start here from Villanova College.
He had no right to score that try.
He had no right to score.
There's too many defenders in the way, but it all comes back on being over-enthusiastic and a penalty.
And that's the thing.
Thomas More haven't had the footy yet.
JD, I think if I'm the water runner for St. Thomas More, I'd be just telling them just pick up the intent. Pick up the intent with their line speed. They've just been hanging off this Villanova team.
Well, it's just big number 11 just wanted it more.
Exactly. It's a really good shift down that left-hand side of the field.
So conversion, another left foot kicker, second one I've seen on field number 1. They're a rare breed. They walk amongst us, strikes it pretty well, 6-0. But number 11, we talked about the game before with back rowers. Have a look at this guy. There's 4 or 5 defenders in his way.
2, 3, 4. He tracks 4 defenders, spins back, and then offloads. And if you have a look at that particular one there, the defence on the inside went around him and they didn't cover that.
And I said to you before, you can get in each other's way, can't
Yep,
you?
you
You've got to
can.
trust the man to take the tackle.
100%.
So, good grab that. So here we go, just taking his time to bring it back in the line. You go that slowly, you're going to be easy pickings.
Yeah.
Well, he's beaten one. He's backed himself, still going, put the Donagis on and gets a few more metres in the account. Good carry for the first one.
That's a good carry there by Sullivan. He's done well in the first 2 carries. Really liking this 13 here. And Adley, he had a good carry, did that, before they went down that left-hand side.
So we've had 5 minutes of footy, and Thomas More have yet to have a crack. That's the halfway line.
Begley there, good, quick play of the ball.
Throws a dummy. Jeez, they're elusive on their feet. They're not wide forwards. They're tall and gangly. If you look at the number 10 here, and James Sullivan, who's about to get the footy, there he has it now. He's a tall man. He probably plays in the second row in rugby union, I'm pretty sure.
Got numbers right here,
They've
JD.
got a ton of them, haven't they? There's more green than black, and that's going to be kicked into the in goal area, but it's too short.
I think if he had his time again there, Griffiths, I think I would have
Kept it in hand.
I would have kept it in hand. They had a 6-on-4 there. All they had to do is go through the hands. Now St. Thomas More.
They got the footy.
They got the footy for the first time. It's really important they exit well out of their own half.
Well, that's a good carry there from Lachlan Pendray. I also like Lachlan with his green helmet. Helps my job a little bit more. It's a lime green. It's the Mankini green.
Good carry there from Walls.
Yeah,
Had
they've
to
all,
work.
just got to get all your forwards to have a touch of the footy, haven't you?
Yeah, this is
In their
good.
first set.
This is really good.
Noah Winter.
Noah Winter. He's a big fella. Nice little tip on play there.
Now they send it a little bit wide, a little bit of pace, and a bit of razzle dazzle. Here they come here now to St Thomas More. Well, I didn't think they'd get anywhere near where they are in field position wise. Looking for a penalty, doesn't get it. Still 2 tackles to go here for St Thomas More. They've been very, very expansive with their game and not afraid to put it through the hands. Last tackle now.
Last tackle.
Goes to the halfback in Maunsell. Puts that high. That's high. Swirling. Takes it nicely in the back there, and they'll bring it back. Well, Johannesson.
I don't know. I reckon they could have run it there on that last tackle there. They had 4 guys on 2 there. Everyone was back for the kick. They just need to have their eyes up.
I think that just for that first set of 6, they'll just get to a kick maybe, but you're right. I think second time they might chance their hand.
Ooh, very lucky.
Ooh, just in time.
Yeah, you're 100% there, right there, JD.
Just get to our kick.
Get to your kick, play conservative, and then build into the game.
6-0. That's the 30. Villa, all the ball. This is their 5th set. Thomas More have only had the 1.
Gotta be careful here.
No, Winter just squashed him like an ant.
Yeah. Just go through the
Catch a
hands.
pass. Here's a chance using every inch of field number 1. Knock on. So that'll be scrum feed. I thought he might actually touch the chalk anyway, and it'll still be a scrum feed too.
I'll tell you what, they've been dangerous down this right edge here. Villanova College.
Jeez, they use every inch. I think.
Oh, they do, mate. And that was a good little carry there from Goodwin. You just need that awareness when you're hugging in the touchline. You got to step back in and just take the carry, take the hard contact there.
Saw the replay there. He got that. Maybe his foot touched it briefly, but nonetheless, he comes up with an error. Touch judge and referee don't have the bunker. Thank God. Get on with it. So St Thomas More, fullback Tyson Martin
Offload.
loses the footy.
Ah.
2 knock-ons there. First one from Martin, so that'll be scrum feed here to Villanova. They'll get another set of 6. So Thomas More have only had 1.5 sets.
I tell you what, well, not even 1.5. They've probably just had, that was 1 tackle there. You just need to be patient. You're coming out of your back 50. I reckon, when you're coming out of your back 50, hard carries, get over the halfway line, get these guys on the back foot. Now Villanova College have got prime attacking position. And that's a double knock on there.
Oh, St Thomas More player will be very happy to see that happen. It's pretty much on the same line, wasn't it?
I'll tell you what, if that went to hand, Hanson was away. That pass just dropped a little bit. He was trying to get on the outside of the centre, and You know, one of the things that's very hard to do is if you can put the ball out in front, it makes the fullback's job easier.
Braden Torpey down in front of me, one of the great players of the Host Plus Cup competition for the Brisbane Tigers.
That's a penalty.
And that's a man with a kicking game. They can learn a lot from someone like Braden Torpey to have them in their camp for Villanova. Obviously just across the road from the Brisbane Tigers at Langlands Park.
Well, they've got a good coaching staff there. Dave Shillington and Braden Torpey.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Thundering onto it, the big fella goes for a charge. That's what you want to see here in confraternity. And in the end, he's come second, but great defence and a great carry.
Geez, he came off the back fence there, JD.
That's what you want. He came all the way from Bean Leave for that carry, and here they go again.
Give him the ball again. They got some big units here.
Well, he's at number 12 as Case Hosking. They have got some big bodies. Here's another one. They turn an underball, but they go out wide. Catch and pass. The lock forward. Pendergast for the try line. Oh, the lock forward. The back rows are going nuts in the confraternity.
That is an excellent try here. What a play there from St. Thomas More. Let's have a look at the replay here. Ferno Ma'ali gets the ball here, takes it to the line, plays out the back, hits the number 7 and the big number 13 in Prendergast, just hard and straight. That's what you like to see from an edge back rower. Hit that hole at speed, hips and shoulders square through the line, and then he just steps around the fullback in Johannesson, and now they're back in this game. What a try. 6-4 kick to come. Tell you what, JD, there's been some really good back rowers here.
Yeah, and that's by calculations, could be on probably their third set with a footy after 10 minutes. They put a try like that on. Villanova want to be careful. The Bear's awake.
That's exactly right. The Bear is awake. I tell you what, they've got some big bodies across the field here. St. Thomas More in their back rowers, and he's got the goal.
Yeah, have a look at this. He's hitting the ball with pace.
This is excellent work here by Fono Ma'ali'i. He passes the ball to the half back in Griffiths, and that's a beautiful short ball to Prendergast. And what a read there from Prendergast. He saw that the hips and shoulders of the fullback was to the sideline. He just stepped back inside.
Well, he's running away from us, but I reckon he had a pretty big smile on his face on his way to the chalk then.
Jeez, he's a big human being. The number 13.
So Villanova.
I think he's just come on.
Well, thank you very much. You might be the attack play and grid on. He'll go off and come back on when they got the ball in hand maybe. But anyway, let's see what happens. 6-all ball game at the moment now. I said it's going to be a crackerjack. Has a loose carry. That'll be play on. Good work from the referee. Vantage has just been played, and he gets the offload. Not called held. He was called held.
This is really important now for St. Thomas More. They've given the ball away cheaply. Now they're going to hold in. The big fella, he looks gassed out there. Winter.
Lawrence.
Adley, no.
Oh, careful there that it wasn't a
obstruction.
Yeah. Play on. Here come Villa again. Back rower. This time it's the 13 Adley.
He's been very busy in this first 13 minutes.
10 out from the try line. Back line to the right-hand side here from Villa, but they got one on the left as well, and they go that way. Catch and pass. Here's that man again there, and Connor. Connor will take that tackle. 5 metres short of the try line. Look for a quick play. They go to the blind side. There's too much traffic. They burrows in. Does he get there? The referee says short.
That's great defence there by St. Thomas More. They've got to hold him out here.
Last tackle puts a grubber kick in. It's tidied up at the back.
It's a knock on.
Great little grubber kick. We're talking about. I've spoken with Mark Glidden, who's done some commentary. He's obviously the Colts coach of the Brisbane Tigers, former Norths Cup coach and the Queensland University's coach. And he loves the grubber kick. He calls it kicking into the forest of legs. It can come off anything or anywhere, and you just don't know. And it's hard to pick up when you've got bodies coming at you.
Well, see, and that's the thing. When you've got a grubber kick piercing through that line, you know, some teams like to block it off and other teams like to let it go through for the fullback. With a lot of teams now, they traditionally defend, with the fullback in the line. And unfortunately, the fullback was in the line. He was third in and couldn't regather that ball.
Knock back.
No.
Like you say, knock on. And the other thing too, you mentioned it too, Luke, was the fact that the in-goal areas aren't that big here, so the grub kick isn't a great option.
No, it's not.
But you've got to have the right weight on it.
I tell you what, poor Hugo Harrison.
Yeah.
He's gotten the ball. He's keen for that first run, and he had his hands by his side. Probably the pass didn't help him there. I think Adley gave that ball. He stood up on his pass and he threw it way too high.
Yeah, they're early in their career. That left to right pass takes a little bit of time to get on point with a bit of pace.
Well, so this is where rugby union would be good for these young fellas. Just learn how to pass from the base of a scrum, similar to a breakdown.
Yeah, correct.
There's a really important set here for St. Thomas More. Ooh, bit high there.
And called out from the referee, and that'll be a penalty, a relieving one. Still 5.5 to go.
I tell you what, that young fella in Tommy Lamb, that was a hard carry. And I tell you what, he's gone straight back up on his feet. He's ready to go again. And that's out. That's a great kick.
Well,
1 metre from halfway. They're in a good attacking position. They've got to be patient here. They've got to build into the game, St. Thomas More.
That's the other thing that Mark Liddon said. Just make sure it goes out or you're playing reserve grade.
Yeah, exactly. Good carry here by Bingham.
Tate, dummy half. Long way away from any ball carriers. There's a bit of a storm move happening. It's with the try scorer and Pendergast. Pendergast, this time they're waiting for him. 3 defenders. They roll him back over the 40. Dylan Tate at dummy half. Slow play the ball here. Good stuff here from Villa in defence.
He's been pretty busy off the ball, Whanamali'i.
Deep back line, the fullback and Martin. Martin one to beat. Oh, good defence. Knocks him off balance.
A quick play the ball.
That's his second effort. Well, was he held, though? I think it's a fair tackle, though, Luke. See how we go.
Yep.
Play on. It's Thomas Moore, the fullback involved. Might be the halfback there. Sorry, Mansfield.
Oh, what a
Here
try.
he goes. And Mansfield goes over and scores if it's the number 7.
Mansell, what a try there. Let's have a look at that particular replay. That was really good service there from Whanamali'i. He gave a really good pass. Let's have a look at this. This is after that line break. I thought they would have been able to contain this play. Drops a player under, gives it to the number 7 in Mansell. He throws the dummy, runs to the outside shoulder. And I said it in the last game, most dangerous player on the footy field is the man with the ball.
I think they might have thought he was going to pass it as well. Just held off there and the gap opened up like the Dead Sea, Noah.
Well, I think
Noah Moses, the other guy.
I think they were worried about Prendergast in that middle area because he's been pretty destructive.
Conversion should be simple enough. 3.5 minutes to go. 10-6. And as we've seen in Confraternity and the Schoolboy Rugby League, half-time can change a game. After 5 minutes on the sidelines, you can come out a different beast, as we saw in the previous game, or briefly as it was by Assumption. McKillop, or Assumption went away with it.
I tell you what, if I'm the St. Thomas More coach, I'll be trying to attack down that right edge. Every time they've gone down there, they've either made a half a break or made a full break.
There's nothing doing here. He just gets it flat-footed, throws a dummy, and then
throws
boom.
a dummy.
But the previous play from the kick, I don't think there was a knock-on in there. But
and see, that was good. That was good heads-up footy by Mansell. He saw the Villanova players on the outside shoot up in front of the inside guys, and they created the hole, and he just took it.
Ooh, flat pass there. Hits it with pace, goes sideways, which exposes your ribs. And that's exactly what happened. Arms in the air there, saying manhandle. It's rugby league. It's not touch. Get into it.
He's been physical, Sullivan, in this first half.
30-metre line just in front. Testing the right-hand defensive Villa, but no, takes it on himself, and he's open for a shot there from Adley.
They've been very disciplined, St. Thomas More, coming out of their own half.
Adley in with a strip. That's a penalty.
That was fourth tackle. St. Thomas More did a really good job there of just exiting out of their own half, and then Adley just no discipline, just rips the ball. 3 men in the tackle.
You got to look at you got a clock watch, haven't you? Really, because basically 2 minutes ago you don't want to get any more field possession. Finish the defensive set off and let them get to their kick and then run it back out and wind the clock down. Giving a relieving penalty now opens the door here for St. Thomas More. 90 seconds remaining on the clock. They put another 6 points on board and they're going to cop a spray from half-time. Shillington can't, well, they cop, not a spray, but they'll be disappointed with their efforts in the first half if they leak a try here.
Tell you what, that was a good little carry there from Walls. They're 25 metres out from their try line.
Oh, back line and a half, and that's got the defensive line from Villanova looking at that back line.
Fono Lily, he's been a handful.
1 metre short.
Great carry from Tate.
How much is this penalty going to hurt? Goes behind. Mansell again.
Great offload by Mansell.
Now it's the last.
It's on here. Numbers left if they can go. Here, JD.
Dive from dummy half. Penalty.
Penalty. Obstruction.
Well, he went himself. You're right. The numbers were to the left, but it's easy for us to see. But for Villanova, all they got to do is just run it out for 4 or 5 tackles.
Mansell was calling for the ball. He could see that they had an overlap here. It was it was a 6 on 4 there, and all they had to do was just get it. They got a safety first here, play it in a touch, chew down the clock. It's half time.
Oh no! Just take the tackle. Oh, they want to throw it. All right, Enterprise footy, Calypso cricket style, and they'll take the tackle, and that will be half time. 12 points to 6. All 3 tries being converted. In contrast to the previous game here, but well, it's all the back rows of Confro, as I mentioned. Pendergast is one of those. 12 points to 6. It was all Villa because they had the pill for a long, long time. It was 10 minutes before they got the first set, pretty much, in Thomas More. But look at the effort there from the back rower.
In Jackson Connor, that's a great little try. The next one was a brilliant try here. You had Fono Ma'ali'i takes the ball to the line, gives it to Mansell. Mansell throws a nice, beautiful short ball to Prendergast. And, mate, that's what you want to see from an edge back rower. Hard and straight. Another one here for Ma'ali'i. Gives the ball to Mansell. He sees that the defence is shot up on his outside. He's taken the space, and he scores a beautiful try next to the post. Mate, it's going to be a really good second half.
All right, we'll be back 12 points to 6 at Thomas More over Villa College. Back in 2 minutes, Confraternity 2023.
We see you working hard, juggling, dreaming, climbing. We see your ambition, your dedication. We see you gaining confidence in our spaces and on our screens. Yeah, we see you doing more and going further. With CQ University Australia, it's time to be what you want to be.
This is a city where the sun shines all year, where we sing when we're winning, and we play without fear. This city is a family, and families stick together. We've always been in it to win it. This city never says never.
Okay, we're just waiting for the hooter to get things underway. Extraordinary first 20 minutes of this game was all Villanova. St Thomas More had no footy whatsoever. Villa scored first, and then they came back, didn't they? Thomas More with ball in hand scored 2 great tries, one through their back row and Pendergast, which is a beauty. Still anyone's ball game. 12 points to 6. 20 minutes will give us a decider.
This first 5 minutes, JD, will be really important in determining the outcome of the game.
All comes down to the... And then for the first time, really, it all comes down to the big men in both these packs. So here we go with a...
Edison Lee.
Big body. Oh, that might be Winters. I think.
Winters.
The only reason I say Winters is because he's got the blonde hair that reminds me of Snow. So they just want to get to a set of sixes.
He's been good, young Wall. He's been providing carries off his wing. He's elusive.
Carried back over the 20-metre mark.
Careful here. Don't want to give cheap penalties away. Third tackle.
And that can be fray out a little bit. That's slow play the balls. It makes you sort of creep forward in the defensive line, waiting for a quick play the ball, but you don't get it, and then all of a sudden you find yourself offside.
Yeah, exactly right. Oh, good work here by the big fella, Winter. 3 in the tackle.
Yeah, they try to push him
Finds
back.
his front.
Good luck trying to push a truck up a hill. Last tackle. Slow to his feet.
And then a good kick here.
Here it goes. Into the sun. Fullback takes it there as Johannesson.
Yeah, that was a great take there.
Just had to make sure. Stanley inside. Oh, it was a high shot. It might have been inside the 10. Didn't quite see anything vicious in there.
Dylan Tate, it's just dipping in that tackle, and you just got to be careful now with the tackle rules. You know?
Well, it's just grey area out of it.
Yeah.
You make contact with the head, whether it's intentionally or not. It's
and
a
it's
penalty.
safety first, and
It's the same rules if you throw a punch, you get 10.
yeah, exactly.
So it takes out the grey area.
Now, prime attacking position now for Villanova College.
Just got to get to their set. This is with
he's
the
been
ball.
good.
Connor, another back row, having some fun at confraternity.
Mate, he's been good. He's been good in this first half.
Here's
Now,
another one.
Here's another one, Adley. Sullivan.
Wrap around. Oh, lovely stuff.
Got to connect here.
Adley. Let's talk about tries of the carnival. That one goes over. Would have been a beauty.
Oh, that's good interchange of passing there from the Villanova forward pack.
So Thomas Moore slowing down the play, the ball. Back row, it goes over this time, and it's with Goodwin. I think you'll find the number 12 has crashed over.
I think it's number 13, mate, in Adley. Let's have a look at this replay. He's been pretty busy in this game. Play the ball there. Adley's there. Yes, it's number 13 at first receiver. He sees the big front rowers. Skips to the outside. He was never going to pass that ball, JD. He saw the try line and he backed himself. Great try there from Villanova College. And it comes back to that penalty. Just right on halfway. Tate went too high. Marched him downfield. And now it's 12-10 with a kick to come.
Yeah, well, 1% is a little bit. Like I said, it's just if you make contact, and 9 times out of 10 it's not intentional. It just happens the arm is just too high. That's a conversion there. So we're back to level pegging, 12 all.
This is really important here. This, as I said to you, the first 5 minutes of the second half is going to be critical. And Villanova, they hit back in good fashion. Now what they need to do is make sure they exit out of their back 50 well. They've got to be disciplined.
Thomas Moore, well, mirrors the first half. Villanova scored first before leaking 2. Restart, but yeah, you just got to be careful with discipline. She's a good carry. We see some good runs from that end.
Yeah, we have. Here's Adley.
Just running towards big men are nice to have. They just don't have that sideways movement.
Yeah, and you can
Stop
see
defensively.
Adley's working really hard just to try and attack that space in behind the marker. Got to be careful there. Hoskins bit high there, or Hawking, sorry. Lucky not to be called for a penalty.
Takes a no look pass here, trying to go between the shoulders. That's that man in Connor again, and Connor draws 3 defenders before he takes the tackle, looking for a quick play the ball. Good shot there from Tate. Back rower combining with his front
Sullivan.
rower, and away
Here
goes
we go.
Sullivan. Sullivan looking for an offload, going backwards to go forward now. He turns around, heads north.
Would have liked to seen Sullivan straighten up off that tip-off play from Adley. He would have went clean through that space. Still on here, on that right side.
Throws a dummy.
Oh, I've got to give
Flick
it.
pass. Play on. Referee says knock back. Kick over the top here. Wing has come back. Try time! Oh!
Excellent work there. And, mate, it's that bloke again. Adley puts in the kick. Hawking chases. Fullback out of position here, Jay. There, I'd like to see the replay here. I thought that number 7 in I can't remember his name. I think it's Griffiths. I thought he could have given it a bit earlier. Adley recovers the ball. He's going in a touch, kicks it back inside. Hawking chases, and he scores a try. Oh, I tell you what, in these type of in carnival football, back-to-back tries are very hard to stop, and it can be a momentum killer. So now it's 16-14 with a kick to come. I was a bit worried there that young Caden Griffiths butchered that try. They had a huge overlap. Thought if they just went through the hands, they would have scored. But good recovery from Villanova. Tell you what, they've come out of half time absolutely on fire. This is a massive kick here. So what are you saying to St. Thomas More there, JD?
Oh, discipline, hey?
Yep.
Discipline. We can score tries with the ball.
Yep. Hocking.
Checking, it was a number 12 of score, so there he goes over. The numbers are a little bit tricky for poor old me with my bad eyes, but we've got Luke here with his Hubble telescopes. So Thomas More, well, it's only a 4-point ball game.
Oh, geez, that's a risky pass inside your 22.
I don't think that's in the playbook, but anyway.
Caden Griffiths, nice pill. Puts it out in front for his frontie.
Oh, deja vu. This one isn't for a high shot. This is for being
slow to
a
get
ruck
up.
infringement, yeah.
And that's the third penalty in a row. Last two occasions, Villanova have scored. Now they're in prime attacking position.
He heads down Thomas More at the moment. They shouldn't be. Like I said, only 4 points.
Oh, they just need a stop here, JD. They can get a stop, get the ball back. That's a great carry there.
Yeah, they don't want to give them 6 more or another penalty. Just maintain your line, hold it, trust your inside
good
man.
Carry.
That's that man again, I think, a Nettie Goodwin. Back line and a deep one here for Villanova. It went from 120 to the halfway line.
Mate,
Didn't come this way.
The back row starting to come into the game. You've got Goodwin on the right edge. You have Addy in the middle. Now they're going to come to the big fella, and Jackson Connor. You've got to give him the shore play. Here he comes.
It's June. Gets the offload. Trying to go over. There's the try line just there. It's a double movement. Is it close?
Oh,
Doesn't
good
get
scramble
over.
defence there from St. Thomas More. They've got to stop it here now.
June juggles it to Sheridan before Sheridan takes a tackle. Lucky to hang on to it. Now it's the last. They've got numbers to the right-hand side. The Green Army
Go right.
takes to the line. Did he take it too far? Yes, he did. So an intercept here. So Thomas More will run away with it.
That was great there from Jack Bingham. He was just in the jam line there. Through Caden Griffin threw that pass. And now St. Thomas More on the attack.
Can't help but think. He just hung on to it a bit too long there. He had to put it through the hands. They had numbers to the right, the Greens. Villanova, well, they'll have to defend now. Big shot.
Good second phase play there by Prendergast. They've got to keep it going. Mansell. This is good.
Gaff through the markers. Away he goes.
Thing.
Fullback. Away he goes there. And Martin will be pulled down 15 out from the try line.
They've got to go right. They've got to go right.
Cormac. They go straight up the middle, and he's going to be tackled there by the lock forward there, and Ned Goodwin.
Still numbers right, JD, if they can go.
So got him on his back. Rolls away.
Coming back left.
Short ball, trying to find a big man out wide. Villanova hanging on. Like I said, it's only a 4-point ball game. 10.5 to go. That's a changeover.
I think they lost sight of the tackle count. Fono Li'i, he didn't realise it was the last tackle. He's giving it to Prendergast. They only got one marker here. They've got to be careful here. Villanova can exploit that.
Hand on head. That's one around the chin.
Got to be careful. Got to be disciplined here. Hocking is.
There it is. Well, you called it. Casey is Hocking.
Hocking.
Be perfectly honest, he probably should have been penalised in the first instance for a high shot.
High shot, exactly. He's been too high. And mate, this is a coach killer. Penalty inside the 22. Relieves the pressure.
Touch finder. It's done.
Well, there's a ball on the field there. Villanova really got to consolidate now. Coming out of their back 50. Good set of 6 here.
Meredith with a goose step, and he's
Matches coming up at 11 a.m.
going to be paid.
Field 1 will see Morris College Ashgrove play St. Augustine.
Oh, sniper.
Yep.
Unfortunately there for Connor.
He's working hard.
College will play
Yeah, good tackle there. They pounced on it, St. Thomas More.
They can
Field 3,
go off the back of that Thomas More. If they can keep up that energy in defence, just stop Villanova from getting anywhere.
Yeah, they need to build on this St. Thomas More.
St. Patrick's College Mackay.
Well, he's
Bingham
allowed
good
to get
tackle.
up too quickly then.
Grammar School. Field 5, the Cathedral College will play Southern Cross Catholic
What's
College.
happened there? It's gone into
And
touch.
rounding out
It's gone
the
into
11
touch.
o'clock time
Well,
slot
Villo claiming
on
a
Field 6, Marymount College Girls
changeover.
will play
Changeover.
Mount Maria College Girls.
Oh,
No, I think it's been
no.
touched by St Thomas More and put in the touch. He's
Oh, mate,
they've got
very
another
lucky.
set of 6, but all this is just going against Thomas More altogether. Here's Lamb. Going forward is Lamb. Look how quickly this guy gets to his feet for a big dog.
Yeah,
Look at that.
very good.
Standing. June takes the tackle. Tomlinson. Still 22 metres out. Again, another back rower, and Connor. He's having a whale of a game as the 11.
Man, they've really got to slow the momentum down here in this middle third. They're letting them dictate the pace.
Oh, Lamb takes to the line, gives the offload and a flat ball.
Oh.
Great face ball there.
Last tackle, they've got to go right.
Numbers, catch and
They're
pass,
numbered.
catch and pass. Try time, and Villanova makes St Thomas More pay again for a handling error this time and a penalty for a high shot. Well, it wasn't a high shot, but they've got out another 4 points on the back of an error.
Yeah, that was a really good try there from Villanova College. They went left, they went through the hands, and they scored a beautiful try in that corner. And it all started from that lead-up play with Lamb tipping it on to Adley, which condensed the left edge defence, and then the space, and that created the space on that right-hand side for Villanova to attack. Score is now 20-12 with a kick to come. You've got still 7 minutes left. There's still plenty of time for St Thomas More. They just need to make sure that they give away no penalties inside that 22. They've had 4 penalties inside the 22, and Villanova have absolutely pounced on every one of them, scoring a try each time.
Yeah, Max Green, I think, was the try scorer. I love Lamb taking it to the line and then getting a face ball.
Oh,
Just through to the outside men in a little bit.
yep.
And they found some space out wide at Villa. That's a good game plan.
And it's hard, because it started off with Jackson Connor, who had a good carry in that middle third. Then they went to the big fella and Lamb, who just tipped on to Adley. It's been really good. The interchange of passing has been a real feature of Villanova's attack today, and it's been really good to watch.
So have a look at this. All came from previous play from Lamb, but catch and pass, screaming for it. We were. There was a try in the corner, and they didn't have the numbers in Thomas More due to the traffic happening in the middle.
Yeah, and I think when Bingham came in there, ball always beats the man every time, and that's really good work. We've got a bit of a grandstand finish here if they can score next St Thomas More.
Short kick-off. Nobody knew about it. They weren't there quick enough. I don't know why there's a grubber short kick-off. Should be a higher one, but maybe that's just me. Just get more of an advantage there. If it's going in over and it's going straight towards the player.
Got to be careful here. Got to be careful. Tate's in to play the ball. Just step back, mate.
What are you saying? Look, I would have sent it deep and hoped to try and get a knock on or good field position. I don't know about that grubber.
I don't know about that grubber. It's given Villanova now prime attacking position.
Yeah, I mean,
should have kicked it deep and then make them work out of their back 50.
Here's Lamb. He goes
Here we
across
go.
the halfway line, and
Here we
Lamb.
go, the big redhead.
Watch how quick he gets up.
Mate,
Boing like a spring machine.
Mate, and the reason why he's getting up quick is because he finds his front every time.
And he's been allowed to as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Johannesson. Lawrence.
Lamb again.
No look pass. Goes to the grass. Gets knocked down the back play, but play on.
I'll tell you what, if he wasn't running an overs line, if he'd come back under, he would have been through that gap there.
Through the hands. June. He's been good, June. I think he's playing at 6. Razzle dazzle stuff. Throws a dummy here, and there's Johannesson.
Last tackle.
Change over. But I don't think Bill will be too upset. They got down the other end.
Inside their 22 now. You got 4 minutes left now. It's
Well,
all in front of them. They would have practiced this, JD.
Well, considering the kickoff, they shouldn't be anywhere near that if they kicked it deep. I'm not going to go on with it too much, but it just seems to be get it down the other end, get good field position, and have a disciplined defensive set.
Yeah, Villanova going to be really disciplined here. They can't give away any cheap penalties.
So it's the 20. 4 minutes remaining. Probably need to
They need some
come
big
close
bodies.
to score in this set.
Hocking's got to carry. Prendergast has got to get in the middle and carry. They need to get these guys going forward.
Half volley, knocked back, says the referee. Throws a loose pass. Villanova come up with a footy, and you'd think they might have extinguished the chances there of St Thomas More. So Villanova College looking to put one more in the cake tin.
Here we go.
That's a good one.
Goodwin,
Or Godwin,
good
I should say.
Yeah, good carry there, Godwin.
Numbers to the left.
Here we go. Nice little tip on there from Adley.
Serafini loses the footy. The referee says play on. That's a knock
I
on.
think it could be a penalty. No, knock on. They need a quick scrum. They need a quick scrum here.
90 metres to the other end. Just have a look at this. It's just a
It's going to be hard work to get back.
referee's going to let that one play on, but there was just a knock on there.
Yeah.
Trying to regather. Scrum fee won by St Thomas More, but they're at the wrong end of the park.
I think if anyone's going to change this game, it's Fono. He needs to get the ball in his hands. He's been very quiet in his second half. I don't think he's touched the ball at all. He's directing the troops around, but Mansell's doing his best to get him in the game.
Flick
There
pass.
we go.
Cover defence from Villanova's too good.
Oh, and he's
And
in
into
a touch. That's a penalty. Quickly get the ball. They've got to go. They've got to go.
I wouldn't kick for touch.
I wouldn't
This
be.
is too tight. Well, he's
Yeah.
going, there you go.
I don't know
Numbers
why you're
lost.
doing that. You're just chewing down the clock. Just take the tap.
Like we were saying, Lawrence has supplied some ball boys. Otherwise, we were probably looking for that one. But
Oh, there's 2 minutes remaining on the clock.
send it wide.
They've got to go wide.
There's an effort penalty.
Mansell's
6
got to
more
hit Prendergast. Play out the back to Fono. Here he is now, the danger man.
Martin pops it over the top here. One-handed grab there by Cormac, and Cormac will take the tackle. Need to score in this
They
set
need
of
to
6.
score. They got to score here.
Dart from dummy half here from the winger now, this time with Walls, and Walls will take the tackle. Needs a good, quick play the ball.
He's been good for him, Walls.
Dummy half is Dylan Tate. Tate
Like, get the ball in his hands. That's it. That's what we need.
Villanova.
It's on the left. It's on the left hand side. If they can get a quick play the ball.
Villanova trying to come across here. Slow play the ball. Not ideal. Throws a dummy. Trying to weave his way through. Pop pass out the back. They're keeping it alive here at St Thomas
Oh,
More.
it's a knock on.
That you would think is.
And that's game, JD.
It was always going to be a tough battle, but it would have been nice to get close with a try. Take that into your next game.
And it's one of those things, like when you're chasing the game, you got to throw those 50-50 passes, JD. And Mansell tried to get the offload. I would have just held on to it. They still had another 2 tackles up their sleeve, and then they could have, who knows what could have happened. And this is the ball game now. Villanova's just going to be disciplined coming out of their back 50 now.
I think you'll probably find that they're going to try and throw it around, I reckon.
You reckon they're going to throw it around?
Yeah. Shillington Torpy style of rugby league. Let's see if we can get one more on the account. Gets one across the nose. Play on.
Well, I think if you got to go, you got to come down this left edge here.
Lamb.
Lamb, here we go. He's been good in the second half, Lamb. He's come on and he's done a job. Another front row with a try assist.
Oh, gone for the soccer penalty. High shot, ducks under that one. Still going, looking for an offload.
Jeez, he's been good, Jackson Connor.
Last play, if that. Villanova, they come away with it. The first 10 minutes was all Villanova because they had the footy, and they've come away 20 points to 12 victors over St Thomas More. Well, Luke, we'll look forward to seeing you again this afternoon on the call here. Thanks for your time.
No
2
worries.
great games, and we'll be back with the next game between Marist Brothers, Ashgrove, and St Augustine's coming up shortly. Confro 2023.